Yes, welcome back to another Music Maker Guitar video. Josh here, as always, at your service. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to ask you right now, go ahead and click the subscribe button and the bell so you can get all this cool guitar content. Today, I am doing some tone testing with this Laudo GRT prototype. I'm actually playing this until I get my own, but I don't want to ruin too much of that surprise yet, so I'm not doing it. But we will go ahead and listen to some of the tones on this. I have Ableton running for this, so you're listening to me through that as opposed to just the camera mic like I often do. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and change scenes here. And now you can see the full spectrometer. I'm going to go ahead and also just turn off all the effects. Now everything's off. No reverbs, nothing fancy, not even really EQ from the amp or anything. You should be able to hear exactly how naked that sounds. So anyways, let's go ahead and look at the spectrometer as I play through some pickup settings. I'm just going to noodle. I apologize if I don't play the same thing over and over again. I literally just don't have the ability to do that. So we're going to go ahead and just look at things. If you check out what's going on the spectrometer, you should be able to see here exactly which frequencies get boosted by which pickup. So I'm just doing like a nice little show of that. Something that maybe Pete can use over there at Laudo to show people the exact frequency range of the instrument. And just something for anybody who's interested in checking out Laudo. They do have some really cool electronics going on. So I'm going to start in 5th position. Here's the explanation on these electronics. Go ahead and make myself bigger here. Okay, so here's the explanation on these electronics. 2 pickups. Kind of like a standard Telecaster situation, except it's a 5-way switch, okay? 1st position is the bridge. 5th position, that's your neck here. That's pretty standard. 3rd position is both. Now, 2nd and 4th position is where this guitar gets really funky. The 2nd position is the bridge pickup with a mid boost, and the 4th position is the bridge pickup again with a bass boost, which is really, really cool. There's also push-pull knobs, okay? Volume button, pull it out and it gives you a boost. I'm actually not sure how much of a boost, so we'll check that out today. And then the tone knob, if you pull that out, goes from vintage style setting pushed in and modern style pulled out. So we'll go ahead and check out all those tones one by one. So here we go. So we're starting in 5th position, vintage style. I'm going to roll off some of the tone because a lot of the time I do that. Usually I do that with an amp, but whatever. We'll do it here too. Let's go ahead and check out this boost situation. So here's regular direct. You can see that's coming in just between the 12 and the 14. If I pull out the boost key, let's see how much volume we get. Oh yeah, that's going nearly up to 12. I'd say that's a 3 or 4 dB boost. No boost. Boost. It's actually pretty great. And then let's check out with the tone knob pulled out here. Get back to that frequency. So there's modern, vintage. You can see where the spikes change. It's just slight in the spectrometer. You can see them move over. I'm actually watching it. It maybe moves left a little bit. A little fatter low end on the modern. Maybe a little more high end on the vintage. All right, let's go third position, both pickups. I'm going to noodle a bit first. We're just on regular vintage as I'm used to. All right, yeah, let's try some different options here. See if the boost. Yeah, it's looking like another couple dB. So the boost doesn't really change how much volume. It's about even. And again, you can see everything. It's just a very slight move. But you can see everything on the spectrometer move slightly over to the left, which makes me think maybe there's more of a bass boost on there. It's over to the left, and now it's moved over just a hair over to the right. So maybe a little bass here on the pull out. Very fun. Now I'm just going to go to the regular bridge pickup without any boosting of any sort. This really is a tone machine. I'm having fun just playing direct with like no effects of any sort. Usually I need a little bit of reverb or something. Yeah, really fun. Let's go ahead and check the vintage versus modern first. So here's vintage. And then modern. And again, yeah, it just moved ever so slightly over to the left. I'm thinking that's essentially what the modern one does when everything's dimed out here at 10. There's a little bit of tone roll off here. I'm hearing a little bit more bass. I can't, that's even more subtle with the tone rolled off, like where I can't even hear it. Just like can barely hear it, but I really can't see it on the spectrometer there. There you can kind of see it just ever so slightly, even there, to the right or left. But I think it's pretty cool to just analyze it. This all helps me when I make my own music to mix it. These little spikes that are here, since I'm a guitar player and I center everything around the guitar, those little spikes there, if I EQ those out of the other tracks that are playing, it helps the guitar kind of sing out. And I use the colors of the amp too a lot of the time too, so you're not getting that here, but that's essentially what I do is I track it in with a guitar, I record all the ideas with the guitar, and then I provide the accompaniment necessary to, again, make all of these frequencies sing as best possible, which usually just means getting out of the way and filling in some of the other frequencies. Also, a lot of the time when I EQ this area below 100 or so, everything like over on the left of 100, I filter that out. That gets EQ'd. But I did want to show for this video just the natural, this is where it sits with nothing going on. Yeah, because a lot of that stuff in there, that gets in the way of my bass and my drums, so I'll filter that right out of the guitar. But you can see that most of the waves, they actually happen above there anyways. There's a lot going on between 1K and the drop-off between 1 and 10K. There's just a lot of information there that I like to boost up. So it's cool to do that. Anyways, let's check out some of these other things here. Here's the boost. Again, 3 or 4 dB. You can see that right in my master track down there. So it's a pretty even boost across all the pickups. Let's check out the mid tone. Now this one is, I was having a hard time figuring out how to use this tone because I play a lot of solo guitar. But when you play in a band and you utilize this setting on this guitar, it makes it so that you can play really low volume and still be really audible, which that's really fun. So shout out to Pete at Laudo for thinking about a middle boost option, which guitars really don't have a lot of the time. It sounds a lot more throaty than what I'm used to, you know? But now that I can hear it with like other instruments going on in my brain, anyways, that's what that is. That's our vintage setting and our modern. And I really love dialing this in with the tone knob. Anyways, that's a lot of fun. Now, my favorite, bass boost on the bridge pickup. modern setting. Again, I'm just getting actually a little more bass resonance when I get that. You can definitely hear it, and you can see it move. Just, again, ever so slightly, because it is the same pickup, and it is the same notes, and it is the same timbre that I'm using. But I do notice a slight move to the left every time I do that, which signals that maybe the modern setting has some more bass in it than the vintage setting. I, a lot of the time, when I'm on the gig, prefer the vintage setting. And I gotta say, I've always been this way. I'm a little bit partial to the neck pickup. So I use that a lot. Anyways, that said, I'm going to go ahead and play my way out of this video. I'm going to turn my effects back on so I get a little bit of reverb and sweetness, little sauce. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.